Have here Warren Buffett, the biggest investor in the world and most successful. He came out with this famous line, you know, it takes 20 years to build a reputation. It can take 5 minutes to ruin it. Facebook is built on trust. You know, you hand over your lives to Facebook. And if that trust gets severely damaged, as it has been, we see the reaction now. We've seen Facebook's stock price tanking for 2 days. Zuckerberg's lost $12 billion himself of his own investment in the company. And the reason is straightforward to me, is it's about trust. People are like, whoa, what?
Yeah, because you're entirely right in the premise that you put to Victoria there, and Facebook can't answer that question.
Right.
And that's why the trust is slipping away. And with in the 4th day of this now, and they still can't answer the fundamental question.
And I don't care if it's deliberate or not, frankly.
Right.
It's the fact that they had a system that allowed this to happen. And it seems so easy.
Yeah.
You've got Cambridge Analytica, this group of people who we now have seen on television, on Channel 4, openly boasting about their ability to try and fix political elections. And they've just basically gone in and very easily worked out there's a hole in this system, and they've plugged it.
Yeah, and when we last month we had an evidence session in Washington with Facebook executives, and they reassured us that you couldn't do this. You couldn't just take data off the platform. Did they lie? Because
they must have known by then.
Well, that's why I want Zuckerberg to come. I think their answers.
Do you believe they lied?
I think they either were ignorant, the people who gave the evidence, or they were being deliberately misleading about it. Because the impression they gave was, if a data breach like this occurred, it was very easy for Facebook to recover the data.
Victoria,
and that doesn't look
Victoria,
true.
you've worked at Facebook, for Facebook, right? Is this malevolent, or is this just a situation which, you know, the fans of Facebook and Zuckerberg say the company's got too big, too fast. It's become this super monster, really, good, bad and ugly, and they've lost control of their ability to regulate their own data. And therefore, actually, because of that, they need to be regulated from outside to ensure the privacy of the people that use it.
So it's absolutely not malevolent. I mean, I've just told you about my background in law enforcement and in child protection. There are hundreds, thousands of people who work at Facebook who've come from similar backgrounds, who feel as passionately about safety and privacy as I did when I worked there.
Except they monetise our private information. That's their business model.
And monetising things isn't necessarily bad in itself, as long as you have the right protections. And this is where I think we're in unknown territory globally.
How can nobody, of all the brilliant brains that work at Facebook, as some of the smartest people in the tech world that there have ever been, right, led by Zuckerberg, how could nobody have predicted this might happen, given how easy it appears to have happened?
So I've been struck recently by some of the comments of Tim Berners-Lee, who invented the internet. He's been very disappointed at how the internet has been misused. And while I don't want to paraphrase him incorrectly, if you are disappointed by how the internet's being used, that's an indicator that you didn't expect it to be used in malevolent ways.
Why, though? It's so obvious it would be misused. It's so obvious the moment you put something like the World Wide Web out there, then people, dodgy people, are going to try and abuse it.
And
it's
obvious to me, because it's always been my job for the last 10 or 15 years to find the vulnerabilities and try and protect people.
If you were Zuckerberg now, what would you do?
I actually think that Facebook will be welcoming these questions, because it will be an opportunity to get to the bottom of this.